Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Throwing Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Buccaneers come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the one tie. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, You point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So
they're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, Walker. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. So this is just a nightmare scenario for any quarterback. Pick 6s on 2 consecutive drives.
And a dream sequence for any defense and defenders, because how often do you get pick 6s on 2 consecutive drives? That's a heck of a way to get off the field.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. D'Angelo Malone showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Hey,
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you are inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And in 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
26. We are going.
To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
From the gun on third down, Jones going for the deep ball. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give for Walker running right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jones now to throw on third down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back back to throw. Jones. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Well, it's second down, right back to Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going deep here for Bryant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over, and they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action. Now Rodgers.
Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this is caught inside the 5. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Room here to run. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Kareem Hunt
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bucs are back within a score.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to
and this will be caught at the 30. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
They'll get this to about the 38.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, He realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
A give right side now to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Rodgers. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. rolling with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers.
And, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10, but I remember it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time,
and that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Jones.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Jones.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
guys on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
To throw is Jones.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Buccaneers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for Tampa Bay,
they get a 15th win on the year.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.